May the living sentient being who is intelligent, aware, and alive forgive humanity for all the pain we have inflicted upon her. Earth, our mother. Regardless of how you really wanted to define motherhood, Earth is as alive and is a mother to us all. But humanity, her offspring, has abused her for so long. We have raped her, plundered her, inflicted untold horrors upon her, scarred her, mutilated her, burned her, tried to dispose of her, and sadly, most of all, rejected her. Maybe why our species is cursed. We put this cancer on her. She didn't do this to herself. She is perfection by the most purest of definitions and conceptions. Humanity no longer reverences her. Her gifts are gifts of life. This is what we give her back, an infection. Her mantle, it covers us. We give back exactly like our souls. They're polluted. She weeps continually, but we don't hear. We just continue to inflict more scars upon her as though we somehow are the intelligent ones, the superior ones, the dominant ones. This too will be erased. Even the moon weeps for her. Thing is, her DNA is our DNA. You can't separate it. She is the divine expression of life itself in all of its complexities, multiverses, and uniquenesses. Her life that she gives transcends all levels of consciousness. You cannot ever achieve a greater consciousness than her. Earth is the tree of life. In so many religions, we give so many different metaphors, allegories, but she is the tree of life. Doubt me? If she wasn't, you wouldn't be here. Her spirit is the spirit of life itself, and we live inside her spirit. Earth is a part of a species. They are long-lived. Their lifespans are measured by the billions of years. They are sentient and aware. They are conscious. Just because you can't comprehend the reality and the truth doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You need to start looking at the heavens in a different way. Those are not just bodies up there in the sense of stars, planets, moons, etc. They're life beings. They are of the divine. To achieve this level, you and I haven't even begun to scratch the surface. No one knows their numbers. As I once heard it written, probably greater than all the sands of the earth multiplied by infinity. It very well may be a reward. The universe acknowledges Earth. Yes, it does. As the sun her brother does. Again, when you can begin to expand your awareness and your consciousness to understand there is a living creature that you walk on, and the whole sum of your totality exist upon. You live inside a living being. You are part of that living being. You were a part of that living being the time you were conceived, and when they put your ass into the grave, you're going to be right back with her. Yeah. True. Of all the planets, she is above all and is reverenced and worshipped. She is majesty and beauty. She is a sphere, a divine sphere within spheres. The lithosphere, the biosphere, the cryosphere, the atmosphere, the hydrosphere. You are a sphere existing within her spheres. Light dances for her. In fact, light delights in her presence. Earth is life. And life abundant. The divine, who we call God, cradles her. The divine loves her. Earth is consciousness. She is life. In all of her beauty, diversity, she is unparalleled. She does breathe. She has a heartbeat. It's real. No different than you or me. But the problem is, you see, we have been so dull. Our level of consciousness is above probably, I'll give us a break. I'll actually give us a break. I was going to say it's still at the level of a fetus. But I'll give us this much. I say that we have birthed through the canal, and we're on the other side trying to figure it out. Because, folks, the evidence would say we haven't. And as a result, we put the very being that we depend upon, life itself, into a perilous position. When will we wake up? There is no planet B. This is rape. in the purest sense of the word. And if you think for a second, the minute you depart this temporal plane of existence, this is going to be on your back. All of ours. It's an indictment on our species. Because it's the animal kingdom that will do the indicting against us. The earth weeps. And this is what we do. Oh, you say, well, this is shameful. Why don't they stop it? I could get real poignant, but it's not. The point is that we don't respect this living, sentient, intelligent, conscious being. And you know what? You go on when no one respects you. What do? I mean, how much more? There's no reverence here. You know what? If you don't respect something, you don't care about it. It's a fact. It's meaningless to you. Has no value. You don't cherish it. That's what humanity does to the planet. And if we can't contaminate the surface, the water, the air, we got to go out and contaminate now the space around the earth. Humanity has put itself into the crosshairs. Because here's the deal, folks. The cleansing has begun. Changes that we cannot see have already been happening like contractions. No different. Each of us must ask, as Yoko Ono said, tell the earth how much you care, how beautiful she is, and how much you love her. Ask her for forgiveness for having been so careless. Each one of us must ask earth for forgiveness. Now tomorrow, August 20th, is a great time to do that, but you should do it all the time. Earth never stops communing with the divine. Never. And here's the deal, folks. Earth has cried out and God has answered her. And it's happening now. Energy is pouring into her. This is divine cosmic energy. Energy mankind cannot even conceive of, much less even try to analyze. Earth is about to go through a rebirth. All the signs are there. Earth has protected her fetus. Now there's going to be two worlds that exist after this shift, after this end of this age and the new one. This is what's causing it. One changes, the other stays the same. A new earth. And it is the result of not only the human consciousness, the collective consciousness, but add that the consciousness of earth itself. This is what's birthed this. Until you learn personally to stop destroying the earth, you're never going to leave it. Maybe that's where all those trapped souls are. They haven't quite figured it out. We get so wrapped up in our eschatology and our ideology and our methodology and our processology, our proctology, because that's where most of humanity's head is anyway. But until you start learning, you're never going to leave. Love your mother. Even more than your earthly mother. Because we all are dependent upon this mother. She is watching and listening. Are you going to tell her that you love her while you can? I wonder what would happen if humanity, in this cockamamie thing that we call Earth Day, which is nothing more than a corporate profit, that if we came together on Earth Day, like 60 Seconds for Humanity, and truly repented to Earth, truly maybe got down on our knees and said, forgive us. Oh, you say, well, wait, that's sacrilegious. You're bowing before a false god. No, Earth is alive. And I know that the human love inside of me says that when I've hurt someone, I ask for forgiveness. And if I've really hurt someone, I'll even get on my knees and ask for forgiveness. Why don't we set aside our humanity of ego and pride and arrogance and humble ourselves? I wonder what would happen then. So, as I close this video out, be kind to the earth.